What's up, everybody? Greetings. It is your real commissioner this week, as opposed to the fake commissioner you saw last week. On that note, Mason, I do want to thank you for making the league message very insightful and very amusing at the same time. I can't do all that kind of crazy stuff with my webcam, and it's probably a good thing. So, like I said, thanks for doing that, and it was good to see you leading the charge as far as league messages are concerned. Um, Anyways, on to this past weekend. What a weekend it was. I definitely a lot more going on this past weekend than happened the weekend before, at least in my opinion. A lot closer matchups. Just more stuff going on, really. Let's take a look at what went down. Um, well, I was very disappointed that I lost this weekend. I don't know if you guys looked at the box scores, but I had Philip Rivers and Arian Foster combined for about 64 points, which just monster performances. And then the rest of my team did absolutely nothing. Like, it almost defied explanation. And these are from players that have been pretty much consistently producing week after week, and I got absolutely nothing from them. So, good job, young Walter. Posted a very nice 117 and defeated me rather soundly. Still a little sore about that. I really don't think that should have happened. Um, so I'll just get over that and move on. Cody defeats David this week. Finally gets some revenge for the defeat he took at the hands of the Saggets earlier this year. David played some decent D, held Cody to 87 points. Usually Cody's putting up more than that, but then, as usual, forgot to play offense. 55 points from David, not cutting it. That earned him the snowman this week, and he deserved it. Next game, Jeremy versus Al. Al comes out with a win on top in that matchup. I think that surprised a lot of people. I don't think Al got picked. Well, Al's always making the case that no one ever picks him in our Nostradamus posts, and I suppose that has some validity to it. Just lineup-wise, it doesn't often look like he's going to pull it out, and then somehow he does. 88-77 in that one. I know Al got a huge performance from Peyton Hillis in that one, and that really propelled him on to victory there. Look at the box score. For a while there, I thought that Jeremy was going to come back. I don't know. Maybe he just ran out of steam there. That's what it looks like. Not a really a very big game there from Ben Roethlisberger, which that could have helped him out there if Big Ben had showed up. Let's see, back to our scoreboard. Oh, here we go. Chad just obliterated Wayne this week. 149. That is the highest score in the league this season by far, and only 5 points away from the all-time league high of 154, which is shared by Jeremy and myself. I believe we did it in different seasons, but 154 is the high. Chad puts up 149, and I know he was a little sore he didn't get a Crucial Beast. I mean, I don't feel like I really need to explain myself as far as the Crucial Beast is concerned. That's totally up to the commissioner's discretion. I will say that, I just handed out a Crucial Beast not too long ago, so I don't really want to water the award down. I thought it was much more crucial for Jeremy because he hadn't had a win all season, and then he exploded like that, whereas Chad, you were already 4-4. So, I mean, the win is important for you, probably more important than it was for Jeremy, but it just didn't ring as crucial for me. Maybe if you had doubled Wayne's score, I mean, you would have had to score 152. Maybe I would have given it to you then. But, I mean, it just didn't. I don't know. I didn't feel like it. I apologize. Score 150, 49 next week, and you'll get a Crucial Beast. I can promise you that. Yeah. And a note to Wayne, you need to step it up because I picked you this week, and you can't be getting your score almost doubled again. That would just be embarrassing. On to Pocket Hercules and the Power Pips, and now, as of yesterday, Tinky Winky. I know Brad and Mason went at it this past weekend and both promised to change their team name and logo if they lost. Both had guarantees on this game, and it came down to the wire in every sense of the word. 84-84 was the final. Mason went on bench points. I was watching the Monday night game, and Brad just had so many chances to squeak this out. T.O. only needed one more point. He almost scored a touchdown there in the last drive for Cincinnati. Hines Ward could have won it for him. I know Miyake, his tight end, had some chances in that game versus Oakland. Really, there's just a number of ways that Brad could have had just that one more point that would have propelled him to victory. Would have helped myself because I'm trying to stay on top in the David division, and since I lost this past weekend, I needed some help from some other people. Brad, you didn't give it to me, so a little sore about that. Mason wins on bench points. That's as close as it'll ever get. Um, Let us look at the standings, because things have gotten a lot more interesting based on the events of this past weekend. We now have 3 teams all tied atop David's division. That's myself, Cody's team, and Mason's team. I think we all knew that Mason was coming hard. He's won, is that 6 in a row now? I think he started 0-3. I think that's 6 in a row. That's very impressive. And I think lineup-wise, you look at Mason's team, and it's almost like intimidating the amount of talent that he's got on that team. I guess that's why he's the power pitch now. So he's definitely a team to look out for. Cody, also a very talented team led by Frank Gore, Peyton Manning. He's 6-3. I'm 6-3. I might go ahead and say that I'm probably in the most undeserving team to be 6-3 atop the David division. I mean, the players I drafted have turned out to play very well this season, but I definitely didn't have very high expectations coming in. So I've been pleasantly surprised with how my team's performed. So 6-3, I'm perfectly fine there. Looking over at Goliath, Al's still atop the division. He seems to be able to just maintain his place atop there week after week, even though the majority of the league is always calling for his downfall. So I believe pretty much everyone picked against him this week as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Al takes victory this week. Chad's right under that at 5-4. He's looking really good lately, obviously, with his 149 last weekend. Like I said in my Nostradamus post just earlier today, I feel like Chad's team has almost achieved its status, where it was before all his players got injured. I think his team's looking really good. AP and Ahmad Bradshaw, that's a pretty intense combo. And Michael Vick has turned out to be, well, we'll have to see a few more games, but in the games he's played, he's been a fantasy beast. I guess I never really considered how much rushing yards and rushing touchdowns can really help your fantasy score. So that is, that was impressive in itself. So I think Chad's definitely a team to watch out for. And then, we got the teams under those league leaders. We got Barbie, Tinky Winky, and Jeremy still bringing up the rear in Goliath. And David and Walt, Walter's still 2 games outside of David. He's really on the outside looking in. If Walt wants any chance of the playoffs, he needs to win out, pretty much. And I think that's the case for a lot of people. I'm going to take a quick look. I know this is going on and on as it usually does. I'm going to take a quick look at next week's matchups. I know already 8 of us have gotten our predictions up, which means Cody and David. I know you don't predict very often, but why don't we get some 10 out of 10 participation every once in a while? Go get your predictions on the league board. I'll be very happy if I see that. I think I'm going to be Mason this week. I just need to put faith in my own team, because if I don't have faith in them, then who is going to have faith in them? So I'm going to go ahead and predict a victory against the Power Pips. I'm really lucky that Drew Brees isn't playing. And I think vice versa, Mason's lucky that Philip Rivers isn't playing for me, because he is by far my best fantasy player. Chad and Cody, that's going to be a good matchup. Those are both pretty high-flying teams at the moment. I'm going to go Chad matchups, and he's just looking really good lately. Brad versus Al, as usual, I'm picking against Al. I'm going to go Brad. Sorry, Al. Walter and David, I think that David will just get absolutely obliterated. And Wayne and Jeremy, it shouldn't be an upset for a 4-5 team to defeat a 1-8 team, but looking at the matchup, I think it is. That's my upset special, is Colin Wayne this week. I think his team is it's looking a little bit down and out right now, but I think this is the week that he rebounds and gets it going again. So that's really all I have to say this time around. I hope you guys enjoyed the Howard Dean video I posted up. I just, wanted to remind everybody the origins of our team, or of our league name. I feel like that gets us in the right spirit as far as fantasy football is concerned. There's nothing better than a good old Howard Dean scream. Hope you all enjoyed that as well, and good luck this weekend. Toodles.